Ironically, Teddy, you want to start talking about teams that aren't in these Final Four.
Well, it's worth noting because there's certainly plenty of hype with all the QBs that are playing this weekend. When we look at the top 4 QBs in salary, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, those teams ain't playing anymore. Sometimes those QBs on the rookie deal makes an enormous difference in how good a team's actually going to be.
There's some bad play in those top salaries. I mean, some of those aren't even close.
Yeah, exactly, which is funny. But obviously, we're talking about the 4 teams still standing. For Cincinnati, there is a huge bandwagon of bettors. 21-4 with 1 push against the spread in their last 26 ball games dating back to last year. They started the season 0-2. They're 14-2 straight up since.
Yeah, you know, Zach Taylor, their coach, and I went to the same high school. Shout out Norman High Tigers. While I was not learning French, he was apparently learning how to get teams going at the right time because he absolutely has that secret sauce of getting his team ready to roll here when we get to playoff time.
No doubt. And of course, we talk about Cincy with a huge betting bandwagon. KC, not so much. All right. Were they kind of going through the motions in the regular season? Perhaps. 5-12-1. Against the spread in 2023. They've been burning their backers. And of course, the concerns about Mahomes, let's not forget, if for some reason Mahomes isn't good enough to go for the whole game, the drop-off between starting QB and backup Chad Henne, as big as any drop-off in the league.
It's been wild to see the point spread in that game go from 2.5 Chiefs, 2.5 the other way, and as of our taping this morning, it's back to -1 Chiefs.
They definitely are trying to figure out how healthy Mahomes is. You know, with Kansas City, if you're an average bettor and we have all the new money coming into the market, you definitely are never going to get value playing this Kansas City team because they have the great quarterback, they score a bunch of points, and they're great at home typically. So it's not surprising they've been bad against the number this year.
Yeah, they've cost their backers plenty. When we look at the other side of the equation, I mean, in the NFC, boy, Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. His playoff bonuses could be more than his salary for the entire season. That being said, San Fran, the only team in the postseason, 2-0 straight up, 2-0 against the spread.
And they get the benefit of the turnovers last week against Dallas.
Right.
And I've been saying Brock Purdy is more like the guy that's saying Gangnam Style or the Macarena. I mean, people are trying to turn him into, Def Leppard or something, some great musician. He's probably more like the guy that was the guy from American Idol that's leading Queen right now, or
Adam Lambert,
somebody like that.
Yeah.
He's serviceable for what he's doing, but not as good as the original. But the teams they've been playing, he's been good enough.
It's worth noting this is the first time San Fran's been an underdog since October.
Right.
They have been feasting on the weeks. Philly's defense is tied for number 1. They've only allowed 4.8 yards per play. But as we asked last week, how hurt is Hurts? He was clearly not 100% in the win over the G-Men.
And got a win against a much inferior opponent.
No
now
doubt.
stepping up in class. It's going to be an interesting weekend.